We got more clock, posted the poster. We need to know you're ready, ready, we got more clock, posted with the poster. We need to know you're ready, ready, from the streets to the television, we keep it going, ain't no intermission. From the streets to the television, we keep it going, ain't no intermission.
You know we poppin', just name a topic. Posted up like a palm tree in the tropic. Rozzy on the beat, make you wanna come and see. Mo to the C, radio to TV. You know she putting in work like she clocked in. Celebrity guest, never guess who gon' drop in. Television's best like a S on the chest. Who's next? Say less, cause you rockin' with the best.
Mo clock, posted with the poster. We need to know you're ready, posted with the poster. We can tell them we're ready, ready, from the streets to the television, we keep it going, ain't no intermission. From the streets to the television, we keep it going, ain't no intermission.
Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Mo Clark with the Post Up, back in the building. 2023, first show of 2023. I'm sorry I missed y'all last week, but look, let me tell you something. I don't weigh but a $105, and the way the wind was blowing, I was scared to come outside. Now, I ain't gonna hold y'all and be like, you know, I'm a thug, because I am a thug, relationship-wise. But listen, I can't come outside with the wind blowing like that. It was just too much, and it was raining. And y'all know, sometimes I be wearing my hair, and I be wearing my good wigs, you know, and I just can't come outside under those circumstances. So I had to text Jack and JoJo and say, pimp down and pimp in distress. I'm not going to be able to make it. This is not going to happen tonight. And so we here, and we got a special guest in the building, and I'm going to tell y'all who that is in a minute. But before we do that, you know, I got to hit you with the moments with Mo. I'm going to try to talk real fast and get it out, because there's been a lot going on since the last time y'all saw me. When was the last time y'all saw me? October 2022? Yeah? Okay, well, I'm still here. I ain't had no babies. I'm still cute, and I still like chicken. Okay, let's get into moments with Mo. Hey, okay, so I got my special guest in the building, Dominique Perry. I'm going to let y'all know what he does in just a second, but I got to give him this disclaimer. Okay, we do moments with Mo, right? Where I'm going to tell you all. I know this friend. Oh, he missed it me so much. Hold on. That could be somebody. That might be an ex-boyfriend, too. Let's see. Hold on.
Okay, you go ahead.
Thank you for calling the Post Up. This Mo Clark.
Yo, what's up, Mo Clark? How you doing, girl? Happy New Year to you. This your first show of the year?
It is, Fred. You my first call, too.
Yes, ma'am, man. I had to catch you, man. You looking mighty beautiful today, girl. Mo Clark.
Fred, I laid my edges real good today.
I bet you ain't heard from Ashley lately.
Oh, Lord, Fred. I have not. You know what? That's a lie. Actually, I have heard from Ashley. She did say something to me on IG. She said, congratulations. I just really don't remember what the post was for.
Okay. Yep.
Did you ever go on a date with Ashley, Fred?
I would love to, but shouts out to her, man. You tell her next time I said it, Fred from Atlanta, man. Ask about her. You tell her.
Have you ever been in her DMs, Fred?
I be going to her DM sometime when she go live on IG. Yeah.
Do she say anything back to you, Fred?
Yeah.
She do?
When she go live, I talk to her. When she go live, I talk to her.
And you ain't never asked her out on a date on her live, Fred?
I got to cash app her first before I do all that.
Cash app her? Wait a minute. What's the cash app for?
No, never mind. Yeah, man. I would love to go out there with Ashley.
All right, Fred. Well, you stay tuned to the Moments with Mo and this interview we about to get into, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Bye, Fred.
Bye-bye. Love you, girl.
Love you, too. Okay. I forgot what I was telling you before. Oh, okay. If you know in these slides in real life and you don't want to entangle yourself and incriminate yourself and your reputation, you could just plead the fifth. It's okay. But I freely talk shit about people, and it's okay. You know, I hey when I see them, and hey when I don't. Okay, here we go. JoJo, who first? Ooh, the first tea of the year. Okay, well, really, this is not tea, but I'm gonna let y'all know. I cannot wait to see this. You People, starring Eddie Murphy. It's got Lauren London in it. Them the only two people I know. It's coming out February the 27th on Netflix. And you know what? It's been a while since we seen Eddie. Are you an Eddie Murphy fan?
I am.
You are? What's your favorite Eddie Murphy movie?
I would say Coming to America.
Part 1 and Part 2.
I like part 1, but I did enjoy part 2 as well. Part
2 was definitely family friendly.
Yes,
it was a change of pace. So yeah. I would have to agree. I think I'm gonna have to say 2. I'm gonna have to say 2 off the top of my head. Norbit and The Nutty Professor Part 1. Because I just like the diversity of him playing multiple characters, which he did it in Coming to America 1 and 2 as well. So shout out to Eddie. Eddie Murphy be doing it. Can you imagine how much money he saved playing everybody? Like playing all the characters? That's insane. So I can't wait to see You People coming out on Netflix on January the 27th. JoJo, who next? Oh, Alec Baldwin. Okay, so you guys know, last year sometime, or maybe it was, I think it's been a year, or a little bit over a year, he was on set filming a movie, and one of the, I believe it was the assistant or somebody got shot. It was supposed to be a prop gun, but it was not a prop gun, and it was very much loaded, and the lady was shot and killed. Now, he is being charged with involuntary manslaughter. How do you feel about that?
Oh, wow.
That's deep, right?
That is deep. That is deep.
Some people are saying he should be charged. I mean, are we holding the person who was responsible for the props accountable? Because that's just like, hence why it's involuntary. But again, it just says he was charged. It doesn't say convicted. Right, so we still got to wait to see how this plays out. But what do you think about that?
Well, I think it's very interesting. I think that, a lot of people should be accountable for that, security, everybody should have got checked in. I mean, was this during COVID season? They always should have had.
Last year.
Yeah, they should have been like thoroughly vetted before. So they bags should have been checked and everything.
Absolutely. I would love to know how the prop gun got swapped out for a real gun. So we definitely gonna keep an eye on this and see how this pans out, because that's just insane. JoJo, who next? Take it to the net. Ooh, Baywatch, it goes down in the DM. There was another picture that I wanted to use of Angela and Yo Gotti. There's this meme going around where Gotti is looking like he's a little less than interested to be on this date with Angela. So the meme pretty much says, when you finally get the girl of your dreams and you find out she's annoying. And it's super, super funny. Because I have had people chase me in my DMs, specifically my ex-husband. He talked to me for like 4 years. And then we got married and divorced. So that was just like a shame. But ironically, the same amount of time he took to get me, the 4 years, we stayed married for 4 years. So I guess time served. He get credit for time served. I don't know. But it's a lot going on with these two. Like, she make these posts like she really into this dude. And he be making posts like, it's whatever. It's cool. He trying to be like real, like, just relax. Like, yeah, she with me, we together. It's whatever though. Like he seemed like the type to be crying if she leave him though. So I'm trying to figure out why he playing so cool. You ever had somebody chase you down in your DMs?
No.
What would you do?
Is, if somebody chased me down?
Yeah. Like electronic Steve Urkel.
Well, usually, I mean, as like a man's point of view, I would be the one to, pursue. And these days and times, women are, I'm not gonna say desperate.
Oh,
but
watch out now.
But I don't know if maybe the guys ain't stepping up like they need to. I don't know. I don't know what the change of the century has been calling for. But for me, I kind of like to meet people in real life.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a real life type person.
Why?
I just like that connection. I like that, like, face-to-face talking. I think, like, because anybody can interpret words differently, just like the Bible. People interpret
Absolutely, I agree.
The same words.
I agree.
And you'd be like, wow, how did you get that? But if we talking face-to-face, it could be clear as day,
But don't you think social media or, dating sites or whatever, it opens up the possibilities to meet people that you might not have ever met in person, right? Because it's a bigger scope, it's a bigger scale.
Right. Well, and also,
I mean, it don't matter because bullshit travels too.
Absolutely.
You can meet them in person and it can be whack, and you can meet them on the internet and it can be whack, so it can be whack around the block. But I'm just saying, like, it's a bigger scope of whack.
But that's what I'm saying. Do you need your broadened horizons? Do you need those?
I don't know, because I don't know. I've met people at the Quick Trip in the grocery stores. I've also met people off social media that, probably did not live in the same area that I lived in. Mm-hmm. So unless it was by chance that they would have been on my side of town, we didn't frequent any of the same places or whatever. So had it not been for social media, we might not have met. But I don't think I'm going to chase somebody for 6 years to waste their time, though. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. Yeah. Like, got him. You gotta start fixing your face in them damn pictures. And then even when he posts, his captions are very cocky and arrogant. Like, on New Year's, he made a post talking about, I ain't never lost a crush since high school. Bruh, seriously? Like, whatever. It is what it is. JoJo, who next? Because Gotti tripping with his new fake mustache and beard. Okay, Todd and Julie are headed to jail. I don't know. Have you ever seen the show, Todd? Chrisley Knows Best. I love that show.
I'm not quite familiar.
Okay, I love that show. It follows him, Todd Chrisley and his family, real estate mogul, and he's had a lot of investments and all of that, but now they're in trouble for, I believe, tax evasion and falsifying documents to get loans and all of this stuff. And now they got to go to federal prison. Now, Todd is headed to a federal prison camp, which I'm being told that a federal camp is not like a federal prison. Like, they might have spas and stuff over there. He might get massages. He just ain't got access to both sides. I don't know. And then Julie, she's headed somewhere in Florida as well. And they did try to file an appeal, but they can't. They denied the appeal. So they going to jail. And this is, like, insane because it's just been so much coming out with this story, honey. They accountant was the one that allegedly told on them because the accountant was a he. He was in an affair with Todd, which is the man, the husband, and he got mad because they broke up and didn't have an affair, so he decided to tell everybody, hey, he's stealing money, girl. So, that's why when you be pillow talking, you gotta watch the shit you say, because you just never know when y'all pillows ain't talking no more. That's crazy.
That's true.
You gotta see what I'm saying, and I bet they didn't meet on the internet. They met in person. JoJo, who next? Oh my God, it's so crazy. Flo Rida got that check, bruh. Flo Rida just won $82 million lawsuit against an energy drink company. Like, I'm not gonna say he was the best rapper or the worst rapper, but he ain't had a song in I don't know how long. But to come up on that $82 million, that's exciting. I wonder how much they gonna tax him. $82 million?
Heck yeah! I would say I want the full lump sum, and you can tax the whole thing and do what you gotta do. Cause I like to be right in my taxes, because all you gotta do is play the game. How you just gotta play the game. And if the game call for you to be a proper accountant of your money, then you need to be a proper accountant.
You're right. $82 million. I don't even know if I can count that far. That's That's just a lot. I hope he should invest in some property, some apartment communities and stuff like that. He should definitely invest in something to keep the money continuously flowing. That's what I would do with that kind of money. That's insane. Like, we shouldn't look up and see him with no flying Bugatti. Like, but that shouldn't happen, Florida. Like, you don't need no more jewelry. We already seen your jewelry. You jeweled down. You know, do something good in the hood. JoJo, who next? Or is that it? Because I don't even know what I got going on. Do I got somebody else? No, that's it. That's it. All right, so let's jump into this interview with Mr. Dominique Perry. Welcome to the show. Thank you for participating with Moments with Mo. Do you know any of those people in real life?
No.
Okay, good. So you didn't incriminate yourself in any kind of way. That is delightful. So why don't you tell the people a little bit about who you are and what you do? Because I know you wear a lot of hats, so let's just give them to me. What the hats is.
Okay, well, my name is Dominique Perry, and I am a full entrepreneur.
Okay.
You know, I sing, I write, I produce, and I've been doing behind the scenes work, you know, filming, camera work, a little bit of you know, voiceover type work, and that's how I've all my skills that I've learned so far is which causes me to make my business. My business is Corporate Compositions LLC, and under that business, I do all of that work. Sure enough.
So out of all the things that you do, which one would you say you are the most passionate about?
Well, I'm passionate about my music. I'm passionate about my music, and well, I forgot to tell you I was an electrician.
Okay, but you don't do that no more?
But I work as an electrician to help fund the past.
Yeah. I get that. I totally get that. I get that. Yeah. Some people don't get that. Some people don't understand that. But you know, you have those stories, you know, that we hear. Possibly Mr. Tyler Perry. Mr. Tyler Perry talks about how he was homeless and sleeping in his car and doing all these things while people was bootlegging his stage plays and all of that. But then you have other entrepreneurs. They like, hey, look, I know I gotta work. I want to pursue my dreams, but I also know I need to fund my dreams else how until they can take off and fund themselves, right? So a lot of people don't get that. They just want to just jump in and just do certain things. And I think sometimes it's cool to walk on faith, right? But I think sometimes when you just kind of jump out there without no plan,
right?
I think that's how we see a lot of things downfall. It's not that the idea wasn't great at all. It's just the planning strategically. Like, before you build a house, you need a blueprint.
Sure enough.
You don't want to just go build no house blindly. You need a blueprint. You want to know where everything is, what kind of supplies you're going to need. So people need a blueprint of their life, their business, what it is that they want to do. So you're passionate about your music. So anytime I talk to somebody who does music, I always have to ask the same question 2 different ways, right? The first one is, how long have you been doing music? The second part is, how long have you been taking your music career seriously? Okay. Sure enough.
So let me tell you, when you talk about building a blueprint, I feel like I have been working in the dungeons for like 20, 30 years. And I'm just now coming out to see the light. So now I'm coming out with the plan already written. And now it has been like, I would say the past 5 years, I have been studying, you know, researching, figuring it out, you know, trying to see what need to be done, you know, all about the ISRC codes, the UPC codes, you know, how this radio works, you know, how the FM and AM radio works, you know. I did an internship with Radio 1, you know, and I just been like trying to study.
I think that's good. Because, you know, a lot of times people who want to be recording artists, they don't do that. They don't do what you've done as far as the studying. They also skip artist development a lot, right? And I know sometimes we do have those situations where some people can become an overnight success. Take Glorilla. But we thought she was an overnight success, right? But really she wasn't. She had been doing music for a long time. And it just so happened that video that, you know, I would slick say it was low budget. Maybe somebody filmed it with their cell phone. They was just having a good time. They put it out there and it popped, right? So that's what made people think she was an overnight success. But later on down the road, she did end up getting into it with Hit Kid, the producer of the song, because they never thought the song was going to do what it did. Right. So when it came time to put the song on the album, she didn't have the rights. And it was a lot of back and forth that was going on with that, right? So that's part of the studying. I hate when people just sign contracts and they don't read the contracts, right? I know the words get confusing, you know, and people get lost right there at the beginning where it say the client or the so-and-so shall now be referred as so-and-so, and they just skip the rest of it and they just sign it and they done with it, right? But I agree with you, the studying, learning how the radio works, both FM and AM, you know, learning what you can say, FCC rules and stuff like that, because FCC will tie you up real quick. You know, not so much in internet radio or whatever. You can pretty much cuss and do whatever on there. But, you know, regular FM, AM, stuff like that, yes, you do find that. So it's good that you study. So what are some of the things, like some of the methods that you study? Have you gone on YouTube? Do you have books that you've read or?
Yeah, so when you talk about the journey, right? You talk about I say 5 years, but it's been way longer than that. And so I have actually taken classes for music business.
Okay.
So those classes, they give you books, and those books are in my library to this day, and I reference them constantly.
As you should.
Sure enough. And so when you say the study, I go back to the books that I've acquired. I go back to the sources, the resources, people that done seen it and been it and did it before me. I call them up and say, hey, I just found out about this. What are your thoughts, you know? And, you know, I seek wise counsel, you know? So I would say my sources of study, I do look on YouTube, but I do go to, like, the copyright.gov, you know, and all of that information, you know, or I will go to, like, the BMI website and go on to, you actually can find a lot of your information in the frequently asked questions section.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can dig deep to questions that people done ask. And so that's how I've been, I kind of use a plethora of resources.
Right.
To come up with everything that I've learned so far.
That's good. I mean, I think you should do that. Like, in no matter what avenue you're taking, right? Like, even with a marriage, right? A marriage. You want to go to the older people that have been married the 30 and 40 and 50 years, you know, like, I be having all kind of questions, and I be like, I know one of y'all cheated, right? I know somebody cheated, because to have the same peen or cooch for 50-something years, that's crazy. Y'all done did, somebody done did something, like, but tell me what's the secret of bouncing back out of that,
and
right?
they be real with you, too.
They do. I just saw on social media, I don't know if you remember the show Boy Meets World, the guy that played Finney, the teacher, he and his wife have been married for years, but at the beginning of their marriage, they had an open relationship. And that probably was before we even knew about open relationships, or it was popular. But they're still married all these years. So to me, what that says is, okay, when we were young, we knew we wanted to be with each other, but we knew we wanted to still, you know, play. So we played, but we still ultimately stayed and made this work. And their marriage is what we assume is successful because they're still together. Versus now people get married and it's like, bruh, I don't like you, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? There's no trying to fix it. So when it comes to, like you're saying, studying and actually going outside of the YouTube university, that's amazing. Like, most of my college courses that I took, in healthcare, I kept the books too.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
yes.
because you have to keep those books to reference, especially when it comes to medical terminology and the basis of breaking that stuff down. You know, there's always that go-to, that hard copy, you know, not that microwave stuff where you can just put something in and it might not be right, right? Because now we in a generation where everybody a motivational speaker. They stealing quotes from other people.
Right.
They stealing quotes from other people. They building lifestyles, and then they'll say, you know, hey, I'm a motivational speaker. I'm a life coach. I'm a relationship expert. And then you look and you find out, man, y'all don't even give me talk, because, you know, some of y'all favorite couples done been divorced, and then y'all sitting there looking stupid by the face trying to figure out how they experts in a marriage, but they getting a divorce or they broke up. Ooh, it just be a lot. Jesus, I'm a prophet too. I'm just gonna put that out there. I am a prophet. I am a relationship expert. I am a media guru. I'm an entrepreneur guru. I'm all of that. I'm gonna have to give me one of them banners, and I ain't gonna put my picture on it. I'm gonna just put all my non-credential credentials. My non-credential credentials. Okay, so what do you have that you are working on, that you really out here hitting the ground running, promoting right now?
Sure enough, I got a new song getting ready to come out called Corner Store.
Okay.
And this song, I tell you, this song, I actually created this song on a competition.
Okay.
It was like a COVID competition, like a beat battle, but it was like songwriting version. And they gave us this artist, and they say, listen to this artist and listen to his body of work and see where he could go next. So when I listen to the body of work, I say, he need a song that'll just take him out of here. Cause a lot of his songs was just, you know, just like, you know, he ain't hit a high notes, he ain't hit a lot of low notes, but he did just like this. And I said, he need that one that's gonna be like, you know, show off his range. So I wrote that song, and when I presented it, he was like, yo, this is a dope song, man. I think you need this one. So I've been holding on to it all these years, like maybe about 4 or 5 years. I've been holding on to this song. And so now I'm getting ready to release it, and it'll be out in June 1st.
Okay. So when you release it, what do you know what the plans are for that? Are you gonna be touring? As far as like marketing wise, do you have that lined up already?
So right now, I'm working with my girl Lily, and
shout out to Lily.
Yeah, man, yo,
love Lily.
Sure enough, she been getting me together. So, you know, I have so far we have done a show in St. Louis and in Collegeville, Illinois, and you know, left a good imprint on them folks. So they want us to come back. So, you know, we making the groundwork. We setting the foundation. Right. And so we going to a couple of different states to promote the song or whatnot. And then in the meantime, between time, you know, I've been doing my you know, administration work, you know, making sure everything is good on the copyrights and making sure everything is good as far as submitting it to these playlists and submitting it to the you know, to the BDS systems, and you know, and then, you know, I'm saving a little budget for the video right now as we speak. So you know, I'm starting out like that, you know.
Good. I'm glad you got some direction pertaining to that, because again, you know, at least you got that blueprint and that foundation. So do you have like any movies or anything coming up? You thought about the song as far as like placement? You thought that far yet?
Well, so a friend of mine is a cinematographer. Okay. And he has been kind of putting some bugs in my ear. And so I've been kind of just writing. And I'm probably going to write my own story. And it might not look like my story, but it'll be some parts of it that's true. That was influenced by how I came up. Okay. And so I could say that there is some stuff in the works as far as film as far as acting.
Okay.
And now mind you, I like to study.
Right.
So if I'm going to do acting, I'm going to study acting.
Okay.
And get all the way into it so I can make sure, it's done right.
Okay. Well, I can tell you firsthand, it is definitely, it can definitely be interesting, especially if you're ever in a situation where you have to play somebody that is so far from who you are on a day-to-day basis. It might make you a little uncomfortable. You might be like, I gotta say that, I gotta do that, that's not like me, I don't do that. Believe it or not, I play a thug on TV.
Okay.
I know. You looking like you can believe it though. You're looking like you can believe it.
I can't believe it.
She's a very pretty streetwise character. And I got great enjoyment out of playing her. It brought me great enjoyment to know she's a finesser. She's a finesser, and she hood. She told a gun. Now, the first day on set, I could not get the gun out of my purse. Oh. Because I wasn't like, and we see movies where the gun be tilted sideways and people really don't hold the gun like that, but you see it and it's tilted sideways, so I'm trying to get the gun and tilted. It was just a whole mess. So, shout out to Music and Murder. Hopefully that'll come back on. I think right now it is out on Tubi TV. You guys can see season 1 and 2 of that. Tubi TV got some good movies. Okay, you be watching Tubi TV?
It's free. I just got hip to it, so I'm gonna check it out.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, some of them is a hit or miss. Oh. But definitely check out Tubi TV. It's a lot of talented black filmmakers putting out independent films on that network. So I would love to know where they got the name Tubi at. Cause is it like FUBU, for us, by us, except it's to us, from us? I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out. That's all. Yeah. So who would you say? I'm gonna go with musically. Yeah, musically. Who are some of your influences?
I would say my number one influence would be Stevie Wonder.
Okay, why?
I enjoy his range. I enjoy his style. How he delivers his music. How he delivers his poems. His writing is just like, and the fact that he just been doing it for so long. That Absolutely. Part is just amazing, longevity, and that's something I look up to, longevity.
I like that. So who is somebody you would like to collaborate in the future? Would it be him as well, or you got somebody different?
Oh, I would love to collaborate with Stevie Wonder. I would love to. And you know who else? I would love to collaborate with Jasmine Sullivan. I love her voice.
So listen, there's been this thing going on social media wise, and since you're in the industry, all forms of it, what's his name? Stephen Smith, is that his name? The guy that's on the sports show. What's his name, JoJo? Stephen Smith. Okay, so he recently went on the Sherry Shepherd talk show, and they're discussing the Super Bowl because, ding, 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 Rihanna is performing at the Super Bowl, right?
Okay.
So Steven makes this comment where he says, Rihanna's cool, but she's no Beyonce. Now, of course, talking about Beyonce is like talking about the LGBTQC community and stuff like that. Like, the Beehive just don't like it. They just don't like it. You cannot say nothing bad about Beyonce. You can't say her hair was messed up without them coming for you. You can't say she hit a bad note. You could sit there and watch her fall and can't talk about her falling without them attacking you. So, of course, everybody is jumping on this thing, right? So I actually saw a radio host put some stats up where he compared the two. And it was like, okay, in some of the areas Rihanna did have Beyonce beat, but I think what they're trying to say, what he was trying to say is Beyonce is a performer. Right? And I just don't think we have ever seen Rihanna in this type of a this type of arena.
Well, we have, though.
Where she was?
She been on tour.
But did she perform like Beyonce? You been to a Beyonce concert?
I have not been to a Beyonce concert, and I have not been to a Rihanna concert. But I have seen them, advertise they stuff, and they both advertise they stuff in arenas.
Okay.
So if you got an arena show, you putting on. You're not just doing a little jig. You doing a whole production.
Okay, but the thing is, Rihanna been missing for 6 years. I mean, well, musically.
Yeah.
She's done other things, right? I honestly did not foresee her coming back to music. I did not. I don't know how they bribed her to do that. I just felt like you never know what somebody's dreams or passions are. And maybe she was never passionate about singing and performing in the first place. That's why she took a step back for so long. But everybody keep, when the next album gonna drop? Sis, bump that. The baby cute. When the next album dropping? When did it? So with her coming out with the Lift Me Up for the Wakanda Forever soundtrack, I ain't heard nothing else from her. So it's kind of like, okay, what are we looking forward to? Are we anticipating new music is going to be dropped at Super Bowl? Or will she be performing classics?
Well, in that type of arena, though, you have to perform your classics. Because I'm just saying, the demographics of people.
You got to get the people what they came to see.
Okay. Black and white.
Right.
Latino and Mexicans.
Right.
Everything. So they are definitely going to touch on that, but also you got to remember that when somebody is like, kind of quiet, they working. They working on something. You might not ever hear a new song until maybe she might pass away and you'll hear some stuff she been working on.
Like Tupac.
So that's the thing. I think like music is a passion, so I feel like you should make it when you are inspired to make it.
Absolutely.
If you're not like feeling it,
yeah,
don't force it. Don't force it. 'Cause
I get it. You might not put out your best.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I get that. So, are you gonna be watching the Super Bowl, or are you gonna be at least tuning in for a halftime?
I'm definitely gonna tune in to see what that performance
if I'm
looking
not
like.
mistaken, I don't think she is performing on her own. I think that I think they said she gonna have a wait, I don't know if she's not. I don't know if I can see her carrying the whole show by herself.
Yeah, and that's probably what a lot of people already assume, and that's what if you go back to like a production. I'm sure the directors and everybody is looking at her body of work,
right? And
they're saying, okay, how many songs can get the people going? You know what I'm saying?
I'm just like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm scared for sis, cause when you performing live, you're artist, right? You gotta train your voice, your breathing, and all of that stuff. And she just had a baby, and from what we've seen of her, she's a little bit thicker. We don't know if she's dropping some weight. You're gonna be running and moving and shaking, and who gonna watch the baby? Like, I just got so many questions for Rihanna. Like, can she carry this show by herself?
I'm sure she got mentors that's pushing her. I'm sure she got, because people done did it before. They done dropped the baby and then back at it the next day.
Facts. That is true. That is very true.
People done did it.
When it comes to the two ladies, they're definitely different in their styles. And I have been to a Beyonce concert, and it was absolutely freaking amazing. And I had a new respect for her because she's most definitely a performer. She's a better performer than she is a singer. And I think that is what has carried her this far. Her marketing, her performing, performing in heels, all of that. So now I feel like, okay, I don't like the fact that the world has pinned her and Riri up against each other. I hate that. Like, I hate it, especially in black culture, that it happens. Like, just let people be where they are. You know what I'm saying? Let people be where they are. But definitely now, since that was said, You know, it's kind of one of them things where he said it, but other people was thinking it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So now it's like all eyes are gonna be on this performance.
Yeah. I'm tuning in. I'm definitely gonna tune in because I like to see people's performances. I like to see how they are engaging with the crowd,
Mm-hmm.
and I like to see how they present their art.
Okay, so when you perform, because Beyonce has said this a lot, she has an alter ego, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, other people be talking about the Illuminati and how she channeling some devilish stuff or whatever going on up in there, you know, but that's a whole other topic for a different day. Do you have an alter ego when you get on stage to perform?
Well, I would say, like, I kind of, like, just go in, and I used to be very, shy.
I never would have thought that.
Yeah, I used to be very
You
shy.
still come across shy, though.
Yeah, a little bit, but, that's why I do perform, to break out of my comfort zone.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I push myself to do things out of my comfort zone so I can grow, you know.
Makes sense.
It's like, you know, it's like working out. You know, you got to tear the muscles down to build them.
Right.
So I step into, like, fearful positions. Like, I'm not going to lie, I'm a little nervous now, you know. But
why?
I
It
mean,
ain't like it's a room full of people, though. Like, really, it might be a room full of people watching, but it's like,
but
that's
you,
crazy.
I mean, no, but you make me feel comfortable. Like,
thank you. That's my job. That's what I do.
yeah, sure.
I'm a talker, right?
Yeah.
So I think the only time I've ever been nervous, honestly, is when I got up to speak at my dad's funeral. Right? But I honestly want to say what probably made me nervous is the fact that he was, like, right there beside me, right? And I had to, that was my dad, so there was no, you know, speech prepared. I hadn't prepared to say anything. I didn't even know I was going to say anything, right?
Yeah.
But that morning of the funeral, when we were getting ready to go, when I had a dream that my dad was dressed in this suit. He was dressed in this full, like, white suit, breast coat, all of it. He was tap dancing on his casket. So that to me kind of translated to, baby, I'm good.
That's
I'm
right.
happy that this is done. You know, I'm on to bigger and better things.
Yeah.
So that gave me peace to stand there and speak, right? So even though I was nervous when I first got up there, the words just came out.
Yeah.
I didn't have nothing wrote down, no cue cards or nothing.
That's it right there, and that's it. It's a scripture that I can't recall, but I feel like God will give you the right words to say at the right time when you need to say them.
Absolutely.
And so that's why, you know, I'll be like, okay, I'm just gonna go in, and I'm just and I'm naturally, like, a servant at heart, so I'll let go, just let go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is. Is it like you do a lot, right? As do I. I've even had people say, and I see this on social media a lot, and I can't say I 100% agree with it when people will say stuff like, oh, you need to focus on one thing. You're doing too much. You need to focus on one thing. But if God gives you all these talents, why are you not going to share all those talents with the world? Why are you going to limit yourself? Like, if I act and I have a boutique and I do media and I write and do all of this stuff, to me, I don't know what the outside world looking at, but to me, all that stuff, it intertwines. It go together, right? I'm sitting here on this show talking to you in the shirt from my boutique.
Okay.
Right? In the graphics that I designed and did all of that stuff. Right? So why would I go and ask somebody else to do something that I studied to do, right? Just like you, I study, I ask people questions. Because it, you know, being in the game of, I'm not going to necessarily say media, but when I did club promotions, those fields were male-dominated fields.
Absolutely.
Right? So I would go to the guys that I knew, well, I ain't gonna say they wasn't romantically interested in me. I'm just praying on a whim that they wouldn't. But I would go to those guys and I would ask them, how do you make these flyers? And one guy tripped me out. He was like, I do it on my phone. I was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
And he showed me.
Mm-hmm.
So years later, the student became the teacher because I had surpassed him. I knew different things. I knew different apps and tricks on my phone. So I was able to go back to him and show him. But I just find it senseless. Like, I think when they're talking about in a lucrative fashion, you should focus on one. But I feel like if you're a person and you're multifaceted and you can do it and not skip a beat, do it.
Do it.
Do it. You have, why not have extra streams of income, right? You're an artist. Cool. When you're not touring, why can't you be behind the camera? Because you might not be booked for a performance, but you might get booked to get some BTS footage for somebody, right?
Absolutely.
Why limit yourself? Go. Do what you got to do. Don't let nobody stop you. So tell everybody where they can find your projects at. And you got the whole little thing, you backdrop. I need to give you one of these little retractable banners too. He just brought his own stuff. Like, he's definitely the person to bring his own paper plate to your cookout and the foil. Because he brought it banner. We're just sitting here like, wait a minute, you came with stuff? But greatly appreciate it. It looks nice. Sure, did you design that too?
Oh, so I reached out to a friend of mine that is a graphic designer.
Okay.
And I just told him the dimensions I need, and he say, okay, I got you. And he organized it in the certain dimensions. And so that's how I do everything. I kind of outsource the stuff that I don't immediately know how to do.
Okay.
So my graphics, I try to do the backdrops. I got business cards. I got the
I see you got the t-shirts on,
yes,
you definitely branding in the house.
Enough. And the t-shirts, shout out to my friend Franklin. He has a printing press.
Okay.
And this was a birthday present for me.
It's dope. You got the little metallic, like, see, people don't be knowing. It be work. Like, you gotta appreciate people for the work that they do. I designed my own banner. I just ain't had it printed yet, but I'm looking, I was like, I like that. They got it, like, layered and whatnot. I see the city. Y'all can't see it on camera, but I can see it. It's got like the little city behind him and whatever. He got like this little 3 pictures and stuff going on. Yes, the second one duplicate the third one. I can break it down. I see what they did there. It's nice. It's dope. It's clean. I like it.
Sure enough.
I like it.
Thank you. And
so anyway, back to what you were saying. Tell everybody where they find you in. My bad.
You can go to my website, www.donplive.com, and there you can find all the platforms that my music is on, and that's Spotify, Tidal, Amazon, iTunes. Type in Dominique Perry, and then if you go to my website, you can find all of that, and also you can find an exclusive drop to Corner Store for those who want to hear the song and those who want to have it to tell other folks, because that's what you need. We need folks. If you heard a dope artist today, if you heard something new, tell somebody.
Absolutely.
Let them know that you heard what you heard. And I think that is how we are going to grow our products in our businesses.
I agree. Definitely support that. I love that. I support you. I love that. You guys, people, you definitely got to learn how to share, like, especially if it's something good. Bless people, bless others, right? So I've been in situations where, people, and I get it, you got to make money, right? It's all a game. People don't like to share their blessings and their resources, right? But bless people definitely bless others.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've had a lot of people reach out to me as of lately. They want me to mentor them on this media type stuff. Now, I could be a butthole, though, right? Because I ain't had nobody mentor me. But that's exactly what makes me not want to be a butthole, right? Because I knew how I felt watching people do what I wanted to do. Yeah. And sitting there like, oh my God, I can never do that. Or, oh my God, how are they doing this? Like, at first, I started on a four-person platform, right? And then when it kind of started bumping heads, people was like, you should do your own show. I was like, oh my God, I can't do my own show. Who this is? Is this somebody? Thank you for calling the Post Up. It's your girl Mo Clark. We in the building. What's up?
Yo, what's up, Mo Clark? You should have said instead of you being a butthole, you should have said being an asshole. You funny. I was just being funny.
But you understand what I'm saying, though, right?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, man. You should have said that, girl. We all grown, man, you know?
I know. I'm just trying to be politically correct. You know, that way, when we run this footage back, I don't want people to be like, oh, my God, she's so unladylike. You know, I want to be able to work at BET, CNN, NBC, MSN.
Oh, you can do that? Oh, shit. If that's your goal to do it, you can do that. You might come do that one day.
I got to train my mouth to not be a potty mouth all the time.
That's right.
So.
That's right.
Oh, I see. I see what you're saying, girl. That's a good idea.
We got to get the white people money, too, you know?
Yep.
All right,
yep,
thank you, Fred, though. I'm glad you felt what you got what I was putting down, though.
Yeah, man, you could have said that, man, but that's all right.
Bye, Fred.
I got you.
Oh, I got to learn how to hang up the phone. But anyway, yeah, so I just think that you teach others, right? And then sometimes it takes the pressure off of you, right? Mm-hmm. When you're sitting there and you're comparing yourself to other people. And you got somebody to mentor you and hold your hand and walk you through it. You know, hey, all you can do is give a little bit of advice here and there and say, look, this is what I do, this is what I did. You know, you ain't got to do it. You make your own recipe. Make it your own.
Plant the seed.
All right. Mm-hmm. Anyway, guys, it's your girl Mo Clark. Got Dominique Perry in the building. Super excited. Another dope show. I don't even know when I'm coming back. I think I'll be back on the 26th or something like that. I don't even know who the guest is, but you know what? It's going to be another fire interview. And follow me on IG at Miss Mo Clark. You can also follow me at the Post Up. That's DaPostup. And I know y'all miss Christmas, but Jack probably got a birthday coming up this year. So make sure you follow Status Network Global Vision TV on IG as well. Leave some hearts for Jack so he can feel the love.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Oh.
Keep it posted. Gotta keep it posted. Gotta keep it posted.
We got Mo Clark posted with the poster. When you turn on your radio, we got Mo Clark posted with the poster. When you turn on your radio.
You know we poppin', just name a topic. Posted up like a palm tree in the tropic. Rozzy on the beat, make you wanna come and see. Mo to the C, radio to TV. You know she putting in work like she clocked in. Celebrity guest, never guess who gon' drop in. Television's best like a S on the chest. Who's next? Say less, cause you rockin' with the best.
Mo Clark posted with the poster. When you turn on your radio. Posted with the poster. We can turn on